Let me put y'all onto these cheesecake stuffed strawberries because you need these in your life. Put everything in a mixing bowl and then mix it up till it's really creamy. Hollow out the strawberries and put the filling inside. Add some graham cracker crumbles to set that thing off. Eat, enjoy, and do a little dance. Follow for more recipes.
I'm making double chocolate fudgy brownies and I'm melting down 1 cup of butter along with 2 1/4 cup of white sugar. Once it melts, take off the heat, adding 1 1/4 cup of Dutch cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. 4 eggs cracked in 1 at a time. It should look like this. Now add in 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm adding a bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, mixing it together and putting it into my greased pan at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Next I'm cutting, and here you go, some double chocolate brownies. I'm going to show you guys how to make mini churros with Nutella. First, I'm going to start off by melting 1/4 cup of butter, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a half teaspoon of salt. Next, add 1 cup of water. Mix until you get a slight simmer. Next, add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour and give it a mix until you get a nice dough that resembles Play-Doh. Remove from heat for 30 minutes, then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Add in 3 eggs, 1 at a time, until you get a nice melty dough like this. Next, for our cinnamon sugar mixture, it's 1/3 cup of sugar to 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Next, cut mini churros just to your liking of size and cook those until a nice golden brown. Now that I have a nice golden brown color, I'm taking them out and I'm putting them onto a paper towel and blotting the excess oil. I'm mixing them around in my cinnamon sugar mixture and dipping them in my Nutella, and we're all done.
Today we're making the easiest cookies you've ever seen. And you only need 3 ingredients. Mix 1 cup of peanut butter, 3/4 cup sugar, and 1 egg. Mix together. Boom. Roll into balls. Place on a baking sheet. Use a fork to make crisscross patterns on top. Bam. Bake at 350 for 10 minutes. And there we have the easiest cookies you'll ever make. These are amazing.
told y'all there's food at home. Let's make box brownies, but better. Pour your brownie mix in a bowl and throw away those directions. Add some butter, milk, eggs, and stir. Spread it out in an 8x8 pan if you want it thick. Then bake, of course. Ooh, damn, she thick. Whew. I made them into little monsters since it's spooky season. Don't forget to follow and share for more recipes. Hold up, is that peach cobbler? Nah, that's peach dumplings. Let me show you how to make it. Slice up 2 peaches. Get a bowl, add some butter, 1 stick melted. Add in 3/4 cups of brown sugar and some cinnamon. I didn't measure this. I'm assuming it's like 1 tablespoon. Get your crescent rolls. You know I love crescent rolls. Rub them down with the mixture, and then you're going to want to add 2 slices of peaches to each crescent roll. Roll them up and knead just like this. Add the rolls to an 8x8 baking dish and then rub them down with the mixture and pour the rest inside. Add in 1/2 cup of white wine or lemon lime soda. Bake at 350 for about 35 to 40 minutes. Ooh, I got that bubbly. Serve with ice cream and enjoy.
When life gives you brown bananas, you make banana bread. It's just something everyone should know how to do. Start off by melting 1 stick of butter. Once it's melted, add in 3 bananas. As the bananas get riper, they release more sugar, so the browner the better. Mash them up until they're nice and smooth. Get your anger out. Once smooth, crack in 2 eggs. Look at the double-handed crack. And a dash of vanilla. Mix it all together, really incorporate it in there. In another bowl, mix 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and of course, a pinch of salt. Mix that all really well together and then add that to the wet ingredients. Stir it together until a beautiful dough forms. I always add a cup of chocolate chips, but this is optional. It is that easy to make. Pour into a greased loaf tray and bake at 350 for about an hour. It's worth that time, trust me. And there we have the loaf of banana bread in its glory. The last thing to do is just slice and enjoy. What the heck is a Blondie? It's the perfect combination between a brownie and a chocolate chip cookie. This is literally one of the easiest recipes ever, and these are so delicious. Mix 1 stick of melted butter with 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Mix it all together until everything's super well combined. Crack in 2 eggs and none of the shell, and a heavy dash of vanilla. Mix it together until it's nice and creamy, just like that. Add in 1.5 cups of flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Add in a cup of chocolate chips. Oh my gosh. The hardest part about this recipe is not eating all of the dough before you bake it. Place the batter into a greased tray and bake at 350 for about 20 to 30 minutes. Once they're done, they should look a little something like this. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the tops? They've got that nice crinkly finish. Once they're cool, cut into squares and serve. These are such a crowd pleaser and literally so easy to make.